Oh, hi there. Today is going to be the second test stream, and 5 minutes ago it looks like I just got on the Shogi the notification that the stream has been accepted, and so let's see if that shows up on the homepage. Reload doesn't show. Maybe that'll show later. But in the meantime, I'm going to check at Killer Ducky's suggestion that I change the category on the stream using the app. And here, let's see where it is first. Um, Looking at my phone right now. Oh, and I'm in an ugly sweater here to celebrate Christmas. Day after, a little late to wear the sweater, but that's what it is if you're wondering. It's got a cat and a box of sitting on a box of pizza. I have a cat and I like pizza a lot, so this was a gift from my family a few years back, and I wear it pretty much every Christmas when we go out. But I am looking now here. I'm trying to figure out what channel this is, what category. Oops, now hopefully it won't get there. Let's see. Boy, tapping on Shogi, it's not bringing up the category. So, boy. Oh, hi, there's streams by category. Um, Boy, let's get in here. There's the app. Edit stream info. Oh, it looks like maybe it is the right category. Looks like maybe it is. So I'll just keep going here. And 1 second, I'll look over, bring up on another machine that I've got just to do a verification. Okay, gosh. And look at the channels, and there it is. Okay, so it is in the right channel, and I have bangleyshogi.org in the title, I think. And one more second there. Let's open it up. And let's see the channel. It's the right category. It is. And shogi.org is in the text, unless I typoed it. So anyway, that is going on. And let's see what's going on. Daily Rapid Arena. Maybe I can join in here. Get wrecked by some people. Oh, this person, it looks like this name I haven't seen before, has beaten Andiologist, who is a very good player. And I see on here all the time, every day it seems like, in so many arenas. And Akitake0424 beat him. But anyway, I'll join. Maybe get some games. If not, I'll play some bots and see how it works. As I discovered yesterday, while playing basically an untimed game with the weakest engine available on Lee Shogi, it was tough. It was tough to play, even with no viewers. I see there are no viewers, and there were no viewers at the time. And even with that little added pressure of trying to speak, it was difficult. I somehow managed to win the game. Not looking at the review later. Actually, I can do that now. Looks like Rainfall is going to be. I'm going to be getting paired up here with Rainfall in a bit. Might have lost to him before. I can't see. Anyway. The silly big board is too large to show my 1-0, I guess, or 0-1, or whatever it is below. But boy, this is taking a long time. There we go. All right, I'm Sente, so I'm going to play my usual, which is Central Rook. I have a big set of opening lines that I maintain in a study here on Shogi, and it's exchanging, and it usually works out. So I try to play the moves that I know that this. What am I trying to say here? The let's put this out. Actually, no. I'm just gonna play it safe a bit, because I don't remember my lines. I play so few games against static rook these days that when I do get them, I don't quite remember what to do. I play every week, every Sunday now over the board against a very strong player who plays exclusively third file rook, and so I have my lines sort of built and for the most part memorized against that, but against anything else, it doesn't. It takes me a bit of time here. Oh, and I'm blabbing away because I'm doing this, and I have to make a move. This is a 10-minute game, 15-second Byo-Yomi. Even with 30-second or a minute, I end up once I'm in Byo-Yomi, my brain sort of goes to mush, and that's actually one of the reasons why I want to do this, is that I want to get to the point where I can explain my moves better. I can, if possibly deal better with time pressure, with thinking about the opponent's thinking about what the opponent is trying to do, and let's see. So he's I guess going to look to come up here. I was going to say I'm going to switch over to second file, but I'm not going to do that yet. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. And I'm going to try to get over here, make that castle. And we'll see what happens here. And immediately, that's why I usually don't do it, because something happens and I'm stupid. So let's do that. And he's going to come in, and it's as I mentioned yesterday, I am stunned at how difficult this is to play while trying to talk through it. And so, all the respect in the world to streamers who do this, day in, day out, and are making good moves, outplaying their opponents. So what should I do here? He's going to take. I've basically lost this rook, so maybe I just make my castle, or make my castle and give it up. Okay, well, he doesn't want to take it yet. That's fine. Okay. Now he's going to push up here. No, push. Okay, now how can I save this rook now? I don't know if that was the right move. I can move out here. He can take it. I pressure. He takes. Let's see. So I force him to take, because if he does this, then I do that. And he can come back up here. All right, well... Yeah, definitely in a spot here. And what else? What else can I even do? I could start moving. He's going to keep pushing to the point where he takes. Let's maybe try to make some space so I can get the knight out. At least force that trade. And then he will drop here. Maybe. Yeah. All right. Well, let's do it. It's rough already, and I'm low on time. And let's go. Remove that. I can, let's see, maybe, no, he gets that. If I move here, if he takes with that, then I've got the bishop drop, but if he takes with silver, I can't go there because the bishop, or because the knight. Can't go there because it gets trapped. Now we're talking a bit. Let's get in there. Let's do this. Now let's move back. Do I want to move back or do I want to go up? Because then he can just take. He can start pressuring there. I can move up. I've got this drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's move back. It's interesting. Okay. Now, if he takes, now I push. If he takes, I've got the drop. If he takes with pawn, I do not. If he takes with pawn, I don't. But let's see, what can I do here? Let's if and that, so if I go there, he's going to bring in. Let's do this. And come back. Try to maintain this pressure now here. And so if he does open it up with the, let's see. Do I want to give him that? Do I want to give him that? No. I can do this. Okay, so he's going to try to, if I take there, then he can go there. Okay, well, I've got to make a move. Let's see what he does. Okay, and I can do that. I can do this. I can run. He pushes. I push. He pushes. And now I'm in a bit of a jam. Okay. And I'm not seeing yet some sort of drop. Let's okay, so now he can run up, but then maybe if he takes or takes, then maybe I'm all right. If he takes, I'm going to take. Get that knight out of there. He's going to have to take, unless he's already gone here. Yeah, we'll see. I'm already in terrible time trouble. 15 seconds. I can barely even think about their moves, let alone my move. And there it is. Let's push. Let's see what that does. Okay, so now I am still here. Got this. I can threaten. One takes. Okay. Oh Jesus! The time I just threw the piece on the board. I thought I had time. I thought I had notification time sound on, but this is the thing that actually, and I think I've brought it up on the Discord. It's the thing that destroys me on Shogi, not having a countdown, or I'm just not hearing indications of that final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or maybe it's there and I just didn't hear it. I'll be more careful for it. Oh, so there. So maybe. I don't know what he did that for. I'll promote, save that, but yeah, I don't really know what he was thinking there. He's going to get this, and let's get a pawn. I am completely wrecked right now. Okay, let's flail a bit. That's interesting. So I can push there. I mean, I think he's given me some chances to at least try to flail. Take that. He's going to take with this. Now, okay. I guess we'll take with that. And so now if he trades, I get the bishop. There's this open diagonal. I can maybe try some shenanigans of dropping something there. Yeah. So that move doesn't look so great either. That was terrible. It's just like he wants to take that lance, but okay. Let's at least make a strong castle there. Let's see if he can maybe strengthen that castle. My defense is one of my huge weaknesses. My offense is probably my second weakness behind my defense, but that's interesting. Let's bring this back. Actually, I kind of want that. I kind of want that. I would love to have that knight in hand. He's gonna drop this. I'm 15 seconds. I can't even think. Yeah. So there's that. Let's take it. Let's see if he takes with that, then I can. What can I do? What can I do? Let's drop there. So now I have. He has got a lot of material. Okay, so that feels. I'm all right with that. Okay, so now. All right, that's kind of what I want. I want that knight. So he's going to take that, and I get to come in here and let's just start throwing some pieces at him. Okay, that's an interesting one. Let's go for that. Let's go for some. Okay, so now I have this. Okay, so now I've got something, possibly. Let's see what I can do. Okay. Now what is he going to do? He is going to drop that. Let's do this. Let's hope. Let's just pre-move the hope, the wish. So now I've got a night drop, which is a night drop. All right, and let's do that. Let's just throw it out. I really put this horse in a bad spot. I wanted the lands. It'd be interesting to see where I went wrong with the. Let's try it. Why not? Let's start attacking. Okay. Now I can start. This is going to be a possibility if I get something. Okay. Oh, wow, okay. Whatever. Don't love it, but definitely getting an attack here. did not expect. This is interesting. So now if I take, let's take, now I've got take, sure. I don't know what else to do. Okay, didn't see the that's not good. Yeah, I didn't read that the knight was still capturing this spot. I thought I'd capture, then push up. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay, let's get it out of there. Now, and I'm going to drop this pawn possibly there. Oh, well, he did it first. Now, what is he going to do with that? I don't mind taking that. What's he going to do? Because now I've got these lines protected. So he's defending. I don't have a pawn there. And now he's got the gold. Yeah. Now it's going to be over. Now it's going to be over. Okay. Let's see. Anything here? Is there anything? Okay. There is really nothing, but it's unfortunate. That was a fun. It turned out to be a fun game. I blew it early. Let's see if I can. I might as well make him mate me. He's got the very good, very good. Let's go back to the tournament and type GG. Oop. So now we've got this other player. Second game. All right. Let's move it over. And he hasn't brought out 7-6 yet. It's interesting. Well, I will delay it. Although maybe I shouldn't have, because he can push. But if he takes, I've got that, and it's fine. Okay, well, I'm going to push. He's got boat, and now I'm going to start building my castle. And we'll see. Just looking for anything. He's got that back rank all. He's got his back two lines still nicely protected. Trades won't help. And we're just in this spot. And let's get up here. I don't know if he's going to come out here. Um, I'll move, and then as soon as he makes it, I'll take it. And there it is. All right. How's the stream looking? Seems all right. Seems all right. I'm not, let's see. I switched up from yesterday. Let me take a look at, yeah, it looks like there's no drops. At least none that I'm seeing here. The problem yesterday was I had picked the wrong, I've got a couple network connections at home, and I picked one that doesn't have too much of an upload rate. And so it was dropping frames left and right. All right, so this is he's got this. He's going to basically push me back. What's the usual thing to do here? I take. Then I'm always afraid of this pawn drop here. I don't think I need to be afraid of it because I take, he takes, I take, he takes. Then yeah, okay. So let's just do it. Let's do it and see what it does. The problem is that now if he does this, I need to. Okay, so if the order, if he brings the knight down, then I have to move. I have to move my bishop, and then it's no longer protecting this spot. So, all right, well, he gave me that. I'm gonna bail out because I can't read well enough what to do in the event that he brings that bishop out and I have the pawn still there. So let's push it. Get one in hand. And then what? And then okay. So now if I drop the pawn, right, it doesn't do this. He drops the pawn. Now he takes. Then do I take? I take. Well, why not? Why not? This player is going to be very good. I think if he beat Endiologist, he's a better player than I am. So I'm going to try to make some decent moves, but also try to apply some pressure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bishop, and I've opened this. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and yeah. Let's see. There's always the option now to come out here. And then I'm not sure what I do. Okay, well, this will be interesting now. I don't see another drop for him. So I'm going to pre-move this because I like That's my hope shogi, where I'm just going to hope he makes that move, and then I've got both of these. Okay. Boy, it feels like it's got to be good. What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? Don't rush. Don't rush. So I've got silver drop. Silver drop. What can he do? He come up here, and that gives me this. Come up here. Gives me that as well. Let's do that. Let's. I don't want to spend my silver so far away from the king, but. And maybe this would have been better. And then I get that, and then apply the. Oh, that's so stupid of me. Okay, well, no, it's fine. Oh no! Oh, brother! Oh, brother! Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. I just. That's why you don't rush. That's somewhat embarrassing here. I'm going to bring that had to be good for me. I'm going to hope for that. Bring it to the analysis, and so take, and then boy, a lot of things look good here. I don't know about that. Actually, let's put this on here. Let's get the engine on. Okay, so I am clearly up. Okay, so it did want that. It did want that. Oh, why don't I have multiple moves on? Let's bring up. Lee Shogi's engine support has gotten so good. It has gotten so good. I'm on a weak machine right now. I usually don't like to jack it up with the CPU, but let's do that. Actually, let's only do that. Keep some CPU around for the stream. I don't know how much it takes. Let me just check to see if there's any drops. I don't see any right now, unless I somehow hid the thing that's dropping it. But I'm going to pause here. Pause the tournament while I do this. Look through some of these moves. Okay, let's go back. So it wanted me to capture. What was my move here? Oh, it wanted the. So what was wrong with this? What is wrong with this? What is wrong with that? Why is my engine not going? Okay. Why is that not going? And what just happened? All right. Well, okay, so we've got the engine here. It is not doing its thing. I don't know why. I wonder. I haven't on this machine. I haven't really done much here. So inline notation, infinite analysis, move evaluation, enable. It's enabled. Use N and UE. It's fine. Let's lower this. Let's take it down, and just for now. I don't know why it's not popping up. Okay, let's go back out and then back in. Take a look at that game. Analysis board. Let's hope that gets the engine back. All right, the engine's back. Okay. Oh, yeah, well, obviously. Maybe I shouldn't have resigned there, but that was terrible. Okay, so it wanted me to do that. It didn't even want me to take the. Didn't even want me to take the. Interesting. So what would have been the problem here? Oh, and it gets his knight out of a jam, and then he applies this immediate pressure with the pawn. Okay. So let's see. It wanted this, obviously, and yeah, this is. It wants me to take. Fascinating. Well, let's. So I take that. He takes. Keep the pressure on. Takes. Wow. Wow, that's brutal. That's brutal. Very disappointing that I rushed that move. Very disappointed. That's not a thing that I really do over the board. So, one of the things at some point, maybe in this stream, I'll get into sort of my hopes for the stream, and one of them is really to start enjoying and online as much as I do over the board. Enjoying online, playing it, playing it. I don't want to say well because even, over the board I don't play so well either. But I feel like for the most part, depending on the time and when I play, I play a lot more solidly and a lot more reasonably than I do online. Online, there's just something about it where as you saw in that last game, I just make these dumb rushed moves, especially when I've got an advantage. It's something. Not that I'm a big chess player, online or otherwise, but I don't see myself when I'm in a winning position or when I'm in a very good position, as I was in that game. Like that one, that was pretty darn good. And it's like I instantly try to close it out, or I instantly try to make this big win, or the opponent does something that maybe I didn't expect, and I still just insta follow through on my previous plan, with the assumption almost that the opponent made the move that I expected. So I was not expecting that rook to be there, because I thought, oh, who's going to leave their rook to be captured by the bishop or by the silver, which then gives the knight. But instead, he dropped a piece here, and instead of taking a second and reflecting on the fact that the position is not what I expected, I just captured. Kind of like a dummy, and yeah, it's frustrating, and I'd like to see myself improve that. So that's one of the things. Let's get back to well, before we do that, what was this? So what was the problem with this? Okay, so we back up. Here we are. So this is where we are. He did that. I've got the pawn. He took. Okay, so rather than the pawn drop, he wanted me to continue to making my castle. I did that. He comes out, and then continue making my castle, getting the king safe, all that kind of stuff. But I dropped the silver. Okay, so here was the key move that I missed when I made this move. Is the pawn drop. And as a central rook player, this is something I should have seen a mile away because it happens all the time. Once this knight is here, pawn drop, easy fork. Yeah. So that's something that's something I simply should have seen even before. So even before, how do I defend that? So let's say I make this move, and what would it like me to do? It'd like me to take the rook. Oh, and then if this comes, he just wants me to take it. Take. Okay. Take. If he takes, I've got that. Or, well, okay, let's go with this. And then I take. I don't know how to deal with this. I mean, that's a material advantage, but I guess I push through. Let's say, do I come up here? Oh, come up here. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. Very interesting. Again, I've got to say the way Lee Shogi over the years, has improved, but especially once the Yanara O. This is a while back, but once that came in, it was nice. But then the killer was when they enabled, or he. I don't want to say they. I think it was one person enabled the multi-core support for it. Since then, it's so good. It's so good. Obviously, I've got another Yanura. I don't know how it's pronounced. Engine on the side, which I can run in Shogi Dokuro, which is a decent enough app to do. I don't like to use it as much because it's not as user friendly as Lee Shogi. But this, with this in browser engine, multi-core support, running on a high end machine. Not that this one I'm on is a high end machine, but a decent enough machine, you can get a lot of positions evaluated per second, and it's in general pretty comparable to running the engine locally, native code with the top of line branch of the engine, and it's comparable enough, certainly enough for someone like me who's terrible at the game, embarrassingly terrible. So yeah. Anyway, that was fun. And let's go back into the tournament. Still daily rapid here. Interesting that it doesn't show me streaming yet. I suppose maybe I'm not in the right category. I thought I was in the right category, but maybe it's the other category that Lee Shogi looks for. I'm not sure. So we see, let's look, community or watch streamers. And so where am I? It should be in here. Killer Ducky, the last of the great English-speaking streamers. I'll talk about that later, I'm sure. Okay, maybe I'm at the bottom. Wow. Okay. Wow, there are a lot of people who have streamed. There it is. Yeah, Shogi Dad streams Shogi. This I think is the okay. Yep. Back that out. Just wanted to make sure I had given the correct channel. And oh, why is it not showing now? Oh, because I didn't stream it all, or it's loaded on demand. Okay, well, it's not showing. That's fine. My profile doesn't show it either. That's fine. Maybe that's something I'll work out on the Discord later. But anyway, back to the tournament. Uh, let's see. And let's get back in. See who's going to destroy me now. Wait, did I click it? Did I miss it? Okay. I'm in there. Wow, 1539. So rapid, my rank has plummeted to 1539. Ranks on Lee Shogi are kind of rough. There's I think a tendency or an overall weight, as there are, I guess, on most of the online shogi sites, to some really good players, and sure, there are some new players, here and there, and they start at 1500 to sort of prop up the rating, but for the most part, there are a lot of good players. There are not a lot of the players that are on Lee Shogi. A lot of them are pretty darn good. Again, as I mentioned, Andiologist. This is someone I see almost every day playing a lot of games. There are two people, I guess, online, two users that I see. Andiologist on Lee Shogi, constantly, playing all these arenas. I think in Europe, I had asked once if he was, I think, I don't know. I had asked if he was retired or a student, because they're playing so often. Didn't get a response. So, who knows what's going on there. There's another player then on 81 Dojo I see, NMYK, NMike, or I don't know how to pronounce it, NMike 85, I believe it is, and constantly playing. 81 Dojo doesn't count in any way that I can see casual games, but Mike 85 must be playing at least 10 to 20 casual games a day, constantly playing. Love to see it. Anyway, we're still in here waiting on this. In the meantime, let's I guess I can talk about the things that I'd like to see. Sticky. Stickies. Yeah, I'll use one of these here. What is this? I delete. Okay. And stream goals. Let's type in here. Let's see. As I mentioned, enjoy online shogi. Learn to talk through my moves. Think through my moves. This is something over the board I struggle with as well. I don't know if it's part and parcel of getting older. Your brain slows down, things like that. But even over the board when playing, we mostly play. So as I had mentioned, I play every week over the board against a very strong player in one of the clubs. Out here in the Northern California Bay Area, we have we're blessed with a number of shogi players. A number meaning more than one or two. But in the East Bay, I play every Sunday with a strong player, and we play at least 3 games, or at least 2 games, often 3 games, and I usually lose them all. But I've won a number, small number over the past year and a half that been doing it now. It started with 3 of us, where we had an 8-year-old child, an 8-year-old Japanese student who was in the Bay Area for for visiting. And anyway, I'll stop talking here, push this down, try to get it out of the way, and get the match going. And here we are. And fourth file rook. So I don't play this very often. I don't remember exactly what to do. I certainly feel a little less comfortable with it because it's so rare that I get to play against someone who plays fourth file against central file. I'm Gote in this match, so I'm going to try to castle over on the left side. I don't usually do this, but yeah, let's. I'm not sure what to do here. Yeah, let's get castling. I'm gonna come up there. This is the most of my unknowns here. I have some lines written down in my central rook study where I basically play through, and every game that I play, I go through it, put the engine on, and run the engine at a lot of these at a lot of the moves for what the opponent plays, and so I build up this opening repertoire, and for the most part, it's against third file and against a static rook, but I do have some against fourth. It's just I play it so rarely that I don't really have it in my memory. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to make a Almo Castle just because I don't know because I'm an idiot. So I don't know what else to really do. I'm going to ignore that. Make my castle. Come up. Push through here. I'm going to maybe swing this back into static rook. See if that gives me anything. I don't really know what to do, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, so what is the plan here? He's got high Mino. This is blocked off. Okay. How do I just push here? So if I push, I don't have a pawn in hand. I don't have a pawn in hand yet. So I push, he takes. So I could. Let's see. Let's push. That's what I wanted. Okay. So now I go, takes, you can just repeat. push. Drop. Push. And so how do I want to take this? How do I want to take this? Opening myself up. So now okay. I don't think that was the best idea here. Because now interesting. So he's almost trapped. One. Trapped, but the bishop could fork it. So, wait, let's see. Let's see. And he backs up. And that's it. Okay, let's get this for now. And that's a good move. Let's. Okay, now I can, if I apply this pressure, it moves up here. Let's see. Do I want this? He doesn't have, he's got, if I put this, all right. Well, let's do it. Let's try. Let's get it started here. And Got to be a better way. Let's do this. I've got no time. Again, this is one of the things that especially now that I'm trying to speak through my moves, really I struggle with is just time management. Spend a lot of time, and the thing is, I find myself basically going over the same lines. So I might spend, like over the board, let's see, a couple minutes. And those couple minutes are just there are a couple minutes spent rehashing the same lines over and over. It's just it's not like it's not good. It's not like I'm exhaustively going through my stuff. I'm just sort of in my mind doing just sort of ad hoc thought processes, and they're repeating thought processes. So and at the end of the day, it's not like I spent 2 minutes really pondering moves. I spent 2 minutes just kind of wasting time. And I've got to get better at that. Over the board, I think I'm getting a little better at it, but like certainly not great. Okay, so he is threatening take. Let's so can I do this first? Let's do this. I don't think he's got too much here. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's I really didn't want to do this, but maybe I should. Maybe I should do it. Be a little safer. I wanted to put it up here, but I'm going to put it here. He can't take the rook because I've got this. All right, here we go. I think I'm pretty well protected. Oh, wrong. I should have done it with the silver. Okay. So now I've got the silver. Okay. Okay, 15 seconds. I don't know if I can think that quickly. He really doesn't have much here. This is protected. Okay, so let's be in the mate. And this is going to be it. All right. Pause. Let's get into the analysis board. And yeah, let's. Oh, I tried to get into the analysis board, but where was that? Hi there. Doesn't this usually open up the... I click it, it shows the... Oh, maybe it's because I'm in this shrunk mode. It's probably down here. Okay, yeah, let's get that game in there. Is it still showing? Okay, it is. It opened a tab. Just want to make sure it's aligned. Yeah, here we are. Click the request for analysis. Yeah, it'll be interesting what happened. Where's the point where he pushed, where he made a really nice move, flipped the board. I started applying pressure there, got that. Now here, so here's where we are. Okay, so I guess I was still advantage. Should have taken. Okay, there's the key. So I take. He takes. I pressure. He moves back. It wants me there. What if I do this? Oh, okay. I still try to apply the pressure. What if he does move over here? I just take, and then begin. Okay, that makes sense. All right, well, get that out of here. I'll leave that open here to run analysis, find some interesting spots. Let's see what that sacrifice. Let's see if that was. I think that was probably wise. Oh wow, close. I mean, it was the right move, but wow, only that's basically still an even game. Wow. I guess it was. Shogi's a crazy game. It really is, where it's just so complex. It's so complex, and you've got two players in many of the games making making attacks at each other that completely shift the balance with each move. And I was talking about it after or between one of the games this past weekend, and I was mentioning that Itoshin, the a pro player who also streams on YouTube, I believe, and I watch his videos on YouTube anyway, and he had lost to I think it was a three down Shogi Wars, 10-minute game. So, blitz games, and he's talking, and as I'm learning in these past two streams now, it's a different ball game to try to play while streaming. It's difficult. Yeah, maybe at some point you just get used to it and you move on. I don't know if that's the case, but anyway, he lost a game, which was it's not unheard of, because I watch a number of these YouTube players. Yeah, I guess I can mention this later with some of the plans, back to that whole plans idea. But what am I trying to say? Yeah, Itoshin, Tobe, Manao Channel. These are people I watch, but Itoshin, he lost to like a three-dan player, and it's like I don't know the ranks that well, but assuming there's no cheating going on or anything in some of these games, that stuff, as far as I watch, the people I watch, IMs and GMs, in chess, they don't lose to someone that low. Someone who is like a 2400 FIDE rated chess player, they're not going to lose to an 1800. They're just not. I can't remember the last time I saw John Bartholomew or Eric Rosen. These are two very strong international masters. I don't know. Shogi is a different world, and it's sort of a different professional culture than chess. But I don't know if an IM in chess would even be a pro in Shogi. So you have these strong IMs who, they're not going to lose to an 1800 player. They're not. Yet I see what seems to be the equivalent of this happening in Shogi, and it's just kind of mind-blowing, just because you make one or two innocuous looking, maybe even attacking moves, and then all of a sudden you missed something, or a crazy attack builds up and you're one move too slow, or whatever it is. And so, long story short, I saw, Itoshin in this last stream, like he lost a game, to a 3-dan, I think it was. And it's just like, Shogi's crazy. But anyway, it's also a really fun game. And actually, that brings me back to my list here, to provide a little English-speaking entertainment, motivation. I don't even know what else. Something. So that people, when they want to play the game, they let me move this up here. There's, at least in my experience with watching streamers, starting with some games I've played, like Street Fighter V, back in the day, Street Fighter V, Smash Brothers, some fighting games which I enjoyed playing, video games on, or chess or whatever. So you're not always going to be playing. Some people will be playing 8-10 hours a day, and they're fine with that. But I like to watch other people, see how they play, maybe help me get some ideas, maybe help me improve a bit, especially as I mentioned earlier, older. I wonder about teaching old dog new tricks. How much, what's the bar, or what's the possibility for someone who's older, has a family, that kind of thing, to improve their skills. What's the cap? And I'm sure I'm not going to find the cap, but what is that cap? And can you learn by watching other people and getting new ideas? But anyway, it's not all about that either. It's just about sometimes enjoying a game. And so I would love to be able to So here's stepping back. My kind of how I've experienced some of this with shogi. As I mentioned, I play once a week in the East Bay against a very strong player. We play 3 games. Usually I lose them. Maybe I actually I track the number of games that I win. I've won 11 in well over a year, and for most of that time, starting in March or so, we're playing 3 games a week. So, do the math. It's a lot of games we've played, and most of them I've lost. And quite honestly, I've enjoyed almost every single one of them. So, like, it's shogi, chess, like these kind of games. There's always something to learn, and especially when you're starting out. Right? Not that I'm starting out, but especially when you're bad. Let's just say, which I'll categorize myself as, or on the lesser side of the rating scale. I'm 3Q on Shogi Wars, 3Q 3Q on Shogi Wars 10-minute, 3Q Shogi Wars 10-second, 3Q 81 Dojo, where I don't play all that much. So, to be fair, that ranking could be higher, could be lower. I don't know. I don't play as much on 81 Dojo. I don't love the software. I do play on Shogi Wars. I like the software a little more, even if it's just sort of antiquated. But I'd love there to be more players and more balanced players, like on Lee Shogi, a better balance where there's just some people you can beat, there's some people you can lose to, there's some people you can crush, there's some people you can get crushed by. Just a large number of that, so that you get that balance and you're not playing the same faces every time. I see someone has Magic Based has asked. This is the first time chat, so congratulations. What an honor here to be the first person chatting. How long have I been playing? That's a tough question for me, because if you think about when, if the answer is, when did you first play the game, and like, when did you first pick up the pieces, or what are they called? Coma? I don't know. That was, boy, 10, 15 years ago. I'd estimate. I don't think 81 Dojo shows. I probably signed up on 81 Dojo earliest of any of the sites, but I don't know if it shows how long I've been there. But regardless, if it's 10 or 15 years or whatever, it hasn't been a consistent. So, like, I might have played, learned how the pieces moved, did whatever, and then moved on, or work takes time, or other things, or video games. So, long story short, I think I have been playing seriously now or trying to take it seriously for maybe a year and a half. I think I had been playing a little bit. So when I started going to just on a lark, I thought, like, I really want to play someone over the board. And I asked in a Discord, because I had seen that East Bay had met, someone in Berkeley had met. So this was probably about October of last year, October maybe of last year, of 2022. So went there. There was, as I mentioned earlier in the stream, there was this player who is now the person I play every week, and there was an 8-year-old Japanese kid whose family was not vacationing, but visiting, doing some. There was some reason for the parents to be there, and so he was there, and he was really strong, and he's now in Japan. They're back in Japan. He's learning. He just did well in a tournament, and he's 1 dan, and looks like he'll be closing in on 2 dan. He's been 2 dan on 81 Dojo before, but really strong kid, really nice kid. So I went, played him, and played the other person. And it was just a blast. It was just really fun. So I decided I'd start taking it a little more seriously. Learning a little more, studying books, doing tsume, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'd say it's about close to a year and a half in my mind. It's possible I'm off by like a year or two. I don't think so, but about a year and a half. And so I hope that answers the question. Year and a half. I'm like 3Q on all these sites, whether or not those sites mean anything, just because they're odd. Comparing to chess. Not that I'm so experienced in chess, or not that I'm even good in chess, because I'm not. I have played seriously. I've tried to study and learn chess less than I have shogi. So. I'm not speaking with any authority in chess, but it seems like on Lee Chess and chess.com, and these ratings are a little more meaningful there, where people play, they put some of their self in their ratings, and a lot of people are trying. And versus shogi, where I swear it's not rare for me. I think it's why I stopped playing. It's one of the reasons why I stopped playing on 81 Dojo. Not that I have many games on it. I think I probably have 80 games or something like that there. But like, I got sandbagged a couple times in a row, like versus like a 5 or 6Q player who was a god or whatever. And you look back and you see they've got this 60, 65, 70 plus win rate. They're just farming noobs. And on Shogi Wars, or on Shogi Club 24, I absolutely run into that. But I usually don't accept challenges now there, because I without looking at the actual player, I do a quick lookup of the player. I see, oh, this person is 15Q, or this person is 13Q, and they have 10,000 games played, and they've won 900, or 9,500 of them, kind of thing. It's like, okay, this guy, whatever. So it's a little weird there. But long story short, year and a half, played East Bay. And then on Tuesdays now, hasn't been as much lately. I haven't been going as much as I used to. There's a real nice group of people here in Cupertino, which is in the South Bay of Northern California. And we play every Tuesday night. We meet. We used to meet at this sort of what place is called a game castle, which is where a bunch of sort of board game people play and freeze their butts off in the back warehouse area. Then we moved to Panera, and we started going to Panera. We play there every Tuesday night. It's a good group of at least 5 people. I don't think lately it's been fewer than 5. It's a real nice group. And so usually, we don't play with it. To be honest, it's not as fun for me on this Tuesday night. For one, my brain is at its all-time low, at night, especially after a hard day of work or where I'm concentrating or whatever. I could tell when I look at my games, or I'm thinking about my games at the time. I'm just not seeing very far at night versus when I play in the East Bay on Sunday mornings or Saturday mornings. I'm fresh. I've got a cup of coffee. I'm ready to go, and I see as far as I see at any time. So like for me, it's a pretty dramatic change. But regardless, so I'm blessed with the ability to play over the board. Oh, and that doesn't even mention San Francisco, which there's a San Francisco club which meets one Sunday a month, in downtown San Francisco, which is really, really rough to get to for me. Just driving, and it's not the most pleasant thing to get to. But I've been to a few, and I try to go when I can. Very strong players there. There's I believe the person who does the YouTube account Shogi Kingdom, if you're familiar with that, I believe he's there. There's the organizer is a strong 2-dan on 81 Dojo. There's another player who's 3-dan, and there's just the list goes on and on. Very good players. I rarely win when I'm there. I might get one win a week, or maybe over time maybe it's more like 0.75 a week. It's low, but they're good players, and we play with clocks there. 5 minute 40-second, which is fast, especially for me. But I love playing with clocks because otherwise, like on Tuesday nights when we don't play with clocks, it's that weird situation where you've got all the time in the world, but you don't want to spend all that time in the world because you want to play. You want the other person to have a good time. You want to play multiple games, and it's that no man's land of, all right, I'm just going to make a move because I don't want this other person to have to wait so long. Or so at times it almost feels like I have less time when I'm playing those games because I don't want to take too much time. So it's a real odd for me. I think a lot of people feel intimidated by the clocks, and that group has a lot more beginners than the other group. Although we now have another 5-dan player from 81 Dojo, a teenager who's just incredible. I don't have any other words for it, but demolishes me when we play, and it's demolishing. It's one of those weird things. I don't know if anyone watching now or later has been in this situation where you're playing someone and they're so good that looking back, you almost get nothing out of it. Like I feel like I don't learn anything from these games because I am getting beat so bad that it's just magic to me. There was one game I remember where he just like a blob, just moved all his pieces down the board to me, just slowly coming down, stifling me. I felt like in no other shogi game have I ever had this where I felt like I just had no moves. It was almost like chess, where sometimes you get those locked up the positions, and it was amazing. It was amazing. But anyway, rambling. This is something I do, a lot of. I can ramble, but anyway, the point of mentioning these clubs is that the way this works for me is that I play these matches. I get all jazzed up. I'm just, I especially off those Sunday matches. Even if I lose all 3, I'm driving back. It's a long drive for me to drive back from Berkeley. It's about, depending on traffic, an hour to I mean, sometimes when there was bad rain and the roads are flooded, it took over 2 hours. But let's say I've got an hour 15-minute drive back from the East Bay. And it's like, oh, that was awesome. That was awesome. All I'm going to do is shogi. This week, all I'm going to do is shogi. And I get back and I play. I review my games because he records the games as we play in one of the apps, Pio Shogi. And so he'll send those, and it usually takes me an hour or so to get home. So by the time I'm home, he'll usually have sent it, and then I throw them into Lee Shogi. You'll see if you see my account on Lee Shogi, there's I've got my East Bay Shogi Club matches. I've got a study. Lee Shogi studies are great, and I see those, and I'm just so jazzed up. But then I'll go online to play, and it's just like, it's not the greatest environment. Matchmaking, most of the sites don't have matchmaking where you can just get a quick, good match against someone you haven't played before, and get up someone who's at your skill that you can beat or lose to or whatever. Shogi Wars has it, also sort of impersonal, and the time controls there are I don't like 10-minute games. They're a little too fast for me. I would rather a little slower. But and I'd like better software. So Lee Shogi is fantastic. If we get more players, it'd be incredible. Yeah, so I get there, join it, but then I sit back maybe later in the day and I just want to relax. Maybe I've done my sume, a bunch of sume, or I've done some playing. It's like I'd love to watch someone else. I'd like to watch someone else play and talk about it and get excited about it. And to this point, in the year and a half or 2 years or whatever, that I've been watching and playing or whatever, there's only been one person who's really streamed consistently and an English speaker who has streamed consistently, and that's Killer Ducky. And he's someone that I've known, for going on over a decade. He's a streamer. Lately, he's been streaming the heck out of Mahjong, and he's a lot. I don't want to say something that he might not agree with, but in my mind, he's a kindred spirit where he starts something. I feel like this is something that I do to a certain extent, with everything that I've done over the years, but get into something and I enjoy it and then I get into it. And so he does something, there's no sort of half measures or whatever. He does something and he does it well. He got into Shogi. He's a 3-dan at least, I think, level Go player. He, I think in high school, was an expert level chess player. He started playing Shogi. He played backgammon, so we played backgammon. We didn't play poker against each other. But he also got into poker. He just, whatever he does it really well. So I've known him for a long time, and never physically met. That'd be something I'd love to do at some point. But anyway, he got into Shogi, and he streamed the heck out of the game. He's a consistent streamer, and he plays, which is the thing that seems. That seems, and here I am just talking, and I'm not playing, but just bear with me. He plays. He plays and reviews, but he doesn't just talk. He doesn't read a book. He doesn't just sort of not waste time, but he plays. And he learns, and it was a real just pleasure to watch someone like that play. And I don't know if there is much of that anymore in the English-speaking shogi world. So if I don't know how consistent I can be. I'm not the most interesting person, so I might turn out to be just terrible at this, and nobody will watch. But he stopped doing shogi after a while and moved on to something else. I think lately he's, like I said, he's been just streaming the heck out of Mahjong, which I tried to learn just based on the fact that he makes it look interesting, but it's a very complicated game and it's not necessarily for me. And I'd like to stick to shogi and chess, and there's a lot to do. So anyway, there's he was doing it, but there's not much else. So I would love if someone else to be in my same, in a similar situation where it's you love the game, you'd like to play and learn, but you'd also like to sort of just veg out and watch, or veg out or not even just veg out, just
watch someone else playing, get some ideas. And there's not much of that anymore in the English speaking shogi world. And so, maybe I can do something a little bit here. I don't know. Oh, and obviously not a streamer. I'm not watching chat. And there was a question about, y'all can't give each player different time controls. You can. Although I've got a couple. Actually, I've got a few clocks. I'm not sure how to set them up to do that. I'm sure you could, but I think the problem. I think the problem isn't necessarily that the time controls can't be made sort of imbalanced or depending on the players. I think it's simply the existence of a clock which intimidates a lot of people. I'm trying to, because I don't feel that way and I've never really felt that way. So I'm just trying to empathize with the people who have said that and trying to understand. But like it seems like there have been a few people now at the Tuesday night, which when I just sort of like, oh, you don't want to play with the clock or you want to do, they'll be like, well, I boy, I don't feel comfortable or something like that. And so, I gently back off and that's fine. Like, some you could have a club that has a more casual attitude. You could have a club that's more about improvement. You can have, hyper competitive ones as well. Like I've been to I've been to 3 different chess clubs in the area. They all use clocks. They all use clocks. It's like the game of chess has a clock. It seems like that's just sort of the accepted community of this, and it doesn't seem like shogi. Shogi is, especially in the West, it seems like it's different. There's people get into it for different reasons. Where chess, you get into it if for a lot of the people, they're kids and they get into it because their parents push them into it, or their friends play it or whatever. I think shogi has a different appeal. I think it has, and now this is totally off the cuff and maybe totally wrong, and maybe I'll miss things or misspeak, and I won't give a good sense of what I'm actually thinking. But the point I'm trying to make is that people are in it for different reasons. There are people who played chess and say, oh, here's this really fun chess variant that I'm going to play, shogi. I just need to learn how these pieces move. And, it's just like chess, but it's got all these crazy combinations. So there's that group. There's a second group of people who are interested in Japanese culture, who saw an anime, or March Comes In Like a Lion or something like that, and like similar to Hikaru no Go with Go, but like they see this and oh, that's an interesting game, and I like Japanese culture, maybe I should learn this. So they come and they learn, and they're not maybe they might not be competitive people by nature, but they learn to be, or they discover that, oh, I kind of like playing other people, or I like competitive things, or I like learning in a group with similar minded people who are also interested in this stuff, and it makes it really fun. That's something that I think people don't realize when they're playing online, is that like you go and you play over the board, you go to a club, and it's really cool to see, even if you're like, I am not a what's the word? I'm not an extrovert. I'm not great with other people, and I have uncomfortable talking, and it's a strange situation, but and I think a lot of people like into board games and things like that, shogi, chess, also are like that. We're nerds, or for a lot of us, we've been nerds, all our lives, And so not the most outgoing people, but once you find someone that has similar interests, you find your own, you find things in common, and you have fun, and it becomes really fun, even if you're not playing or even if you're just learning, to go and meet with other people. So anyway, I think it would help for a lot of these people to say, oh, okay, I play, and there's other people playing and they love this game. Let me see, let me watch them. Let me see. And that's something that, boy, I've asked myself a few times, like, because I also like chess, and I like, and I want to play shogi, and I want to play chess, but like, I'll go play over the board, be all jazzed up, go through my tsume, go through some playing, yada da da. And then there's really nothing to watch. Like, there's nothing to just sort of hang out with. And now that Killer Ducky is no longer doing his thing. So it's like, oh, well, maybe I'll just watch some chess. And then you watch some chess, and it's like, man, they've got tournaments, they've got competitions, they've got people commentating, they've got people who are talking about the game. There's 15 different podcasts of people like expressing their enthusiasm for chess. Why doesn't the West have anything like this for shogi? Like, is the game really just not that interesting? That even the people who play it or people who stream it don't really even play it. It's a very strange thing. So I'm hoping that at some point there will be enough people who are English speaking players who will stream shogi, make more shogi content. They come and they go on YouTube. There's a lot of great stuff. Another one, what is it? Is it Shogi Tactics? Boy, I'm my memory, but like there was one of the really nice channels that just, I think, announced that they're slowing down or not doing anything anymore. There was a channel, or is a channel, the Choa Shogi channel, who he was just recently making a big run up. And I think his goal, he said, like, he's going to make a video, one video per day for the rest of the year. And he started out for a few days, and then I haven't seen anything for, I don't know, a week or so. So it was kind of a bummer. And I understand why. It's a lot of work to put together that content, I imagine. I have no plans on doing that at this moment, just beyond streaming. But like, you do it, you get 10 views, you get a couple. I try to comment in these things. You get a couple comments, and it's like, oh, why am I doing this? If people won't watch, or people who speak English aren't interested in shogi, then I guess maybe their motivation starts lacking, and it's totally understandable. It's just a shame. So anyway, I'm trying to put something out there that maybe just helps clog the water a little bit more, maybe rise it a slight bit, maybe more people, better players will be like, oh, there are some shogi streamers. Oh, they get a few viewers. Yeah, maybe I should do that. That would be good. Like, if we got some good players, it's as if you've watched this stream or the last stream, you'll see that I am unfortunately not a very good player, but I'm trying to be, and we'll see. There's a comment again. Yeah, Magic. I'm Magic based. I'm newish to Shogi. Made a Lee Shogi account in March. Haven't played a natural game though. Just been doing puzzles. Yeah, creating a Shogi video game at the moment intended for Western audiences. That's the kind of thing I think that would be awesome, because there's not a lot of great software for Shogi. Besides Lee Shogi, which is, I just, hats off to the developers, hats off to the Lee Chess developers, of course, for Lee Chess, but blanking on his name. Seen him on a couple podcasts. The creator of Lichess lives in France. Oh shoot. Anyway, can't remember his name, but this to my taste is great software. Like you could just see the screen I've got up here is phenomenal. It's by the benefits of being a web app. There's tremendous fonts. It looks great. The organization is clear. A lot of features. There's puzzles, as Magic Base is doing. There's puzzles. Like I've done a number of these puzzles. And I think more to come, because like some of the stuff in Lichess, this Puzzle Storm, I love Puzzle Storm, where it basically starts you out with easy puzzles. You've got like 3 minutes. You go through as many as you can. They get progressively harder. And once Lee Shogi has enough puzzles and enough sort of ranking to be able to go through that, that would be like getting Puzzle Storm in Shogi or Tsume Storm or whatever you want to call it. Awesome. So if you're making a Shogi video game, it might be that I don't is it the one that's on Steam? Like there's one that I've got on my wish list. I think it's called Shogi exclamation. I've got on my wish list on Steam, where like a good game that is polished and has, I don't know, you could speak more of what's in there, but if it's got puzzles and learning material, like good puzzles, good learning materials, good stat tracking, that kind of stuff, like that's what we need. That's in my opinion, because like chess has a lot of great stuff. Shogi, not so much. Like 81 Dojo, it's cool. It's cool, but it's like, you can't live in that app. Like you can't really, there's no puzzles. There's very limited tracking. Like I know there are a lot of people who like these games, myself included, to a fault, love statistics, love tracking numbers, love seeing my progression, that kind of stuff. And like Shogi Club 24 especially, but 81 Dojo and even Shogi Wars, like they don't do a good job of tying into that. Shogi Quest has Shogi Quest, another app that's I think all Japanese. Maybe there's some English in there, but it's rough. It's got puzzles, but like limited tracking of your stats and limited. It's got it's all right. It's the best we've got, but like, if we got something better, man, that could be really cool. Okay, so it says now. Okay, so it's not that game that you have on that's on Steam. Cross-platform, play with Lee Shogi. Awesome idea. That's killer. Like obviously we don't have that many players in Lee Shogi yet, but like that, the more software you get that hooks up into Lee Shogi, I think I have to believe that the more players we're going to get. And if and like if this is an iPhone app or something like that, something on iOS where you get people playing and they're just sort of, even unbeknownst to them, they're using Lee Shogi. Awesome. Like that helps everyone. They get an instant user base and they get the ability to do stuff on the desktop. The people who are existing players get new players. It's just it's all win, and that would be great. So that's that. So long story short, that's one of the goals here, just to get a little bit more English speaking material out there for people who are interested and want some entertainment or want to learn or want to just enjoy watching someone else playing a great a great game. Shogi, not that my games are great, the game itself, Shogi, is great, and show some enthusiasm for the game, because like it just doesn't feel like there's enthusiasm for it all that much. There's like these chess players, like you can't pay them not to play. They're just playing and streaming and they're playing and they're playing and they're playing. It's like, why don't the shogi people do that? Why aren't like the only like the fact that early on in the stream I mentioned Andiologist on Lee Shogi and Mike 85, I no idea how to pronounce that, on 81 Dojo. They're so conspicuous that I see them playing so often that like I think I even messaged NMike a couple weeks ago, didn't get a response, but like it was like just saying like it's so admirable how much I see you playing. You know, I love to see someone playing so much. I love to see someone who loves the game. And so yeah, so maybe the more people see that other people are jazzed up about shogi, maybe they'll start playing more instead of just playing chess, because there's so much interest in chess. There's so much. And all that opportunity that chess capitalized on from the pandemic and from Queen's Gambit and all this other stuff, like chess just dominated. You give them give some of those sites like a little bit of leeway, and they just jumped in. And they're still going strong and getting stronger. Shogi, it's like, there was the pandemic, and the shogi world didn't capitalize as far as I see. Even in the JSA and the Japanese world, where they just make it so hard to watch the games. It's you watch a game on YouTube and then it gets cut off at the halfway point or something like that, and you've got to subscribe. Like it seems to me, as someone who I don't speak Japanese. I've tried to learn a bit. My kids do speak Japanese, but it just seems like they're trying to maintain. They're not really pushing the bar. They've got their subscriber base of whoever they have now. They don't want to rock that boat by giving free content I don't like. There's just no enthusiasm that I can see in the sort of shogi world, and it's a real shame. It's a real shame because like it'd be so awesome. It'd be so awesome. Like there was my favorite player is Sato Mikana, the female. She was 5 crowns. She recently lost one. So she's I think currently she has 4 titles. But anyway, she's Central Rook player. So when I was looking for someone to model my games after Central Rook, I found this player, and I don't read the anything. I saw do Google Translate, looked it up, and saw this player that I'm seeing in the Shogi DB2 page. These games are all from the same player. Who is this? And I learned, it's this champion, the women's champion, and so that's been really cool. I've got to study. I don't know if I made it available on Lee Shogi because I don't know how weird they are with the JSA with Kifu and stuff like that. So maybe I kept it private. I don't know, but yeah, I go through those games. I go through them over the board. When those new games from hers come up, I go through them over the board, try to get a sense of what's going on. And to a large extent, a bunch of my game is being the opening anyway, is modeled after how she plays. But like, I would love to see these games or more of the games, but like you can't because they're just not available and they're not streaming it. Like just this morning, it started at 1 a.m. Pacific time, so it was a little rough, but like, the World Rapid tournament, the World Rapid Chess Tournament is going now. So we've got all these great players out in, I don't know where they are, Azerbaijan or something like that. They're out. I don't remember where exactly it is, Samarkand or somewhere this year, and it's just 13 rounds. I think it is 13 rounds, 5 rounds, 13, 5, 5, 5, 4. Or 5-4-4. So today there were 5 rounds, tomorrow 4 rounds, and then the third day 4 rounds, and it's just awesome. I made my coffee, came in, caught the last part of round four, or the most of round four, and then round five. So awesome just to watch this level of play with great players and equally good commentary. The commentary is so good. They make it so interesting, so exciting, yet so approachable. And I think like even in the Japanese speaking world, it doesn't seem like Shogi has this, where they've got just people playing Blitz or Rapid or a bunch of tournaments. It's just all very traditional, which is fine, but it's just they're slow matches, very long matches, and not a lot of like very scheduled. There's not like this just blob of players duking it out every day over multiple days. And it's unfortunate because it's a great format, and I really look forward to it, watching some of these major tournaments in chess. And I'd love to see more in Shogi. Anyway, so I've been rambling more about that. And so learn stream goals, learn an online Shogi, learn to talk through and think through my moves, provide a little English-speaking entertainment. And one of the other things, what was I looking to do? I guess it's sort of along the lines of learning to talk through. It's just like get better. I'll type it, but like it's obvious, but like get better. And I think with a lot of these games, Shogi included, that things people say is that as you get better, you enjoy it more. And I already enjoy the game a lot, but I have found in chess or similar games that like as you understand more, it gets even more fun. So it's just one of these great characteristics about these sort of mind games, and I would love to enjoy it even more. And I'd also like to be able to keep up with some of the people like that I play. Like again, this strong player I play every Sunday. He's younger, and I assume brain a little more. What is the word? Not malleable, but easier for him to grow than for my calcifying brain. But I want to keep games. I want to both keep the games interesting for him, and I want to push him along to improve his level. So that's one of the really great things about clubs in general, is that you meet people, you become friends, and competition sort of takes care of itself, where you're helping each other almost at some point achieve your goals and improve and learn and enjoy the game more. So that's the dream. And if I can spend some of my time with hopefully get some people watching, and maybe some kindred spirits here watching the game, watching the stream, playing, chatting, I think that'd just be a lot of fun. So that is it. And it is 12:41 now. I've been on a bit. Let's check the remainder of this tournament. It is and it closed out. Let's check where we stood. Does it say or Daily Rapid Arena? How do I go back to the tournament? There it is. Oh, there's still 18 minutes, but is it not joining? Yeah, I don't think 18 minutes isn't. It's probably just not gonna. It's not going to go through. So, Dimitar has taken the lead. Interesting. Who did he beat? Oh, I've got to scroll down here. Wow. Holy moly. Oh, wow. He must have played really well. He must have played really well. It's a huge feather in his cap to win there. Yeah. Yeah. So that was fun. Um, I guess I am going to close it up then. Um, hope anyone that sees this has a great day, potentially, great vacation if any of you are on vacation. And hope to see you in the future because I do plan on doing this for a little bit here. Just see how it goes. It might be a little inconsistent at first, but I think I will try to ramp it up as time goes on. Because even just talking and it's fun. It's fun. Like I love shogi. I love to talk about it. Love to try to improve. The games were tough today. The games were very tough. Fortunate to get a win. It is absolutely more difficult than I thought to play and talk at the same time. So yeah, that was fun. And all right, I'll wrap it up and stop rambling. Look forward to next time, and thank you. Bye.